Words of power. Welcome back, my friends. The secrets of language and vibrations. How to alter your vibration and the frequencies around you with the spoken word. Because you are God, and God spoke the word, and the world was created. Tapping into your creative power, my friends. Before we go deep, do this with me. Hakuna Matata. Now, do this. Speak with your stomach. And very deeply, very calmly, but with passion. Say, Hakuna. Hakuna. That word, I've found to be very calming. Create this whole entire tranquil state, right? And set around other people, it actually makes them, if their energetic is chaotic or they're kind of anxious, right? Hakuna. That really helps settle things down. And that vibration made me dive deep into what the Hebrew creation language, right? And these pronunciations and sounds. And how it moves the ether or the energy through your body. Then we can go into the Egyptians and the same thing. It's been fascinating to me. So it kind of all starts with the vowels, right? And like the vowels are all linked up to an energetic center in the body, a certain height, right? Do, re, mi, fa, so, all the way up, right? And ah, I, ah, o, u. Those sounds, A-E-I-O-U, right? If you say them with a corresponding body part, you actually just create this whole like vibration, right? This whole sound, and those coupled with other things manipulate environments, manipulate self. So basically what I've just been experimenting and looking into what the ancients had to say. And I have some keys to bring you guys, and let me know if you enjoy this kind of video. I will be doing continued research into this area, and I might break down esoteric nature of symbols in the alphabet and how that moves ether through you. But let's just go to shit that you guys would benefit from. One of my favorite things I found is the warrior energy, the warrior vocalization. Okay. And vocalizing and casting a spell, the spoken word, a powerful spoken word, it's not just about speaking a word. It's about where you speak from, how energetically open and expansive you are so that word and energy can flow through you. Furthermore, your intent and emotion that you throw into it. We're going to get into all this stuff. Let's just give an example. Hakutset. Hakutset. That is a Egyptian word of power for slaying your inner demons, right? Sometimes when you get in a frazzled frequency, a frazzled state, or you feel like you're doing something you shouldn't do, it's the amygdala or reptilian side of your nature taking over. And this word, hakutset, a powerful word like that, with a visual of you carrying a spear and stabbing the serpent through the back of your neck, right? Stabbing the serpent at your toes. I'll get into this deeper later. I just want to show you this. Hakutset, like a 3-part action like that, right? Instantly silences that part of the brain because the energetic system, the pathways open up and bypass it. It's crazy how this shit works, but it really does change your how you feel. So try it out. Going deeper into that sound. Ha. Ha. Right? Ha. Think about karate and all the martial arts, how they have the kia, ha, ka. Those sounds, right? What happens inside the body when you speak those? What happens to the vibration when you speak that sound in particular? Ha. Fill up your stomach, right? Breathe in deep and pressurize everything. And then relax it. But be very stout. Be very strong when you speak. Be very, be strong when you speak. Be straight and strong. Ha! And project it from your stomach. Speak with your stomach. Okay? We're going to get deeper into how this links up. But when you speak that from your stomach, it's like the ha starts at your solar plexus, the H at the front of your solar plexus. And the ah ends at the bottom of your spine, at the base, right? So it goes front to back. And ha, all the energy and air in your stomach is pushed out instantly. Ha, right? So it's like all that energy that you pull in, ha, instantly gets pushed out rapidly and violently. Ha, ku, set, right? And ha, ku, set, that moves up, right? So how we just played with the stomach, the ha, the ku is just above it, right? Ku, you feel it higher. And it's different muscles being engaged, different things that pull energy through the ethereal body and project it forward through the voice, okay, creating a vibration. So how you pronounce it, the energy in which you can put into it, and ultimately your life force behind it, create that vibration and how powerful your incantation is. We're going to give more words of power. I want to speak on a few things that affect the power of it, affect the efficiency. The more energetically open or expansive you are, meaning how many, if you have a blockage on the energetic level, it results in a tightening, in pain, and basically lack of mobility, lack of range of motion in the physical. It results in clenched muscles and stuff, right? So a lot of people have lower back problems, and their lower back is always tight, and this is because of a sacral chakra or like an energetic blockage around the hips, which we all have and suffer from. The more you can clear this, the more passive and inner peace you can have, the more expansive you can breathe, going back to the science of breath and the full breath. The more you can breathe, the more expansive you can be, the more meditative you can be, right? The easier energy can flow through the vibrational portal in which you pull it through when you speak. So when you speak, and you say something like, cool, right? Cool. That sound starts at the start of your solar plexus. Cool. And that solar plexus, boom, it goes back, and then the sound travels up the back of your rib cage and out. Cool, right? If you couldn't hold as much air or expand that area as much, if your spine is crooked, the energy will come out dissipated and not as full. Not as much will be able to spring forth from you. So basically becoming more expansive, open, helps this. Furthermore, how you pronounce things and how you speak. Become aware of speaking and projecting things forward. Not speaking from up here, but speaking with your whole entire body. Speaking, right, from the back of your spine all the way up, right? Almost like projecting from the base and forming with the mouth. That dynamic is important. So like that kind of like style, try it out and start speaking with your stomach. It's cool. It's a very cool thing. Let me know how that goes for you. Furthermore, last 2 points. Your intent and your power behind the spoken word. My friends, in the modern day, there's a lot of fuckery with language. And if you study etymology or esoteric nature of the alphabet, you'll realize this. You'll realize the fuckery with how it's been translated in so many things. But the deepest level of this deception goes into the music industry and this insecurity that they instill into everyone. This, due to lack of spiritual connection and connection to true self, we're always unsure of ourselves, right? We're always worried about what other people are going to think. And so we never speak with authority. We never speak like we know it and we mean it. We rarely do. Okay? And learning how to speak with integrity, with authority, with intent and meaning is important, because then it basically that projects how firm you are with that word, how firm you are with the form you create. Therefore, the resulting vibration in which you can alter. So your power and authority, your meaning behind it, right? The next thing is your emotion, your energy in which you hold that you send forth with that word. This is where the music industry has killed us. The pop culture songs of the modern day, right? This low bassy rap with beta wave technology to hypnotize you, and like all these rappers like mumbling. It's like the mumble. It's mumble music. Literally, it's like you can't really hear what they're saying, and it's all like very toneless and expressionless. It's far away from the source of like true melody and like true beauty in the spoken word and like the pronunciation of things. And my speaking and my pronunciation and vocalization needs a lot of work, right? I was never into music, I was never into singing, and I was never into oration or like giving speeches, so like I never spent much time thinking about it. But now that I see, I'm definitely gonna go deeper into that stuff. But that low bassy mumble with not much emotion or passion, because like we're supposed to be, emotionally strong. I'm a man, right? Everyone's just speaking with their throat and the top of their chest, and they're speaking with no energy behind their voice, no life force behind their words. It's all very dry, dispassionate, right? And mumbled. It's not pronounced. It's not articulated. So that it really is crushing your power, because how you speak, the spoken word, and like it changes how you feel. It really does. If you think listening to music changes, you try singing. You know what I mean? Try singing. So getting back to how to speak a powerful incantation. Speak with your stomach. Project it up your entire spine from an expansive state. Speak with meaning and intent. Intent in the word, right? Speak with emotion correlated to expected outcome or desired result. So, that emotion, so if you're trying to calm someone, right? You want to invoke a compassionate, loving emotion, right? So like, picture your dog, or picture like how much you care for them. Wrap yourself with love and speak something like hakuna or right? I'm going to give some more words of power in a second here. And at the highest level now, getting into the highest level of it, so we have the physical, we have the intent and the authority in the voice, we have the emotion and how you're feeling. The highest level is going to be the imagination and invocation of a certain archetypal energy, right? So, for instance, bahang. Say bahang, but really say it with everything. Bahang. That is an ancient Egyptian word from the goddess Sekhmet. That basically banishes like negative forces, negative energies, negative spirits around you. So if you walk into a dark space and you're kind of scared, bahang, bahang. It's kind of like chastising, right? Chastising the energy around you, chastising the spirits around you. Bahang, leave me, like bahang. And that should leave a sense of inner peace. And Sekhmet is correspondent to the color orange, a deep orange, a very and the sacral chakra, right? Sekhmet is also correlates to, like, she's the cat goddess, right? So basically, if you create a visual in your mind of the color orange, right? The color of like creativity and like peace and expression and safety around you. And like maybe you envision Sekhmet. I don't want to get too far into invocation because I know a lot of people have qualms with that shit, but do this whatever degree you want. Make your own, right? A lot of the stuff I'm saying in here is literally stuff I've been realizing through just like practicing, because like I think so much has been lost and altered from the ancients that we'd have to create our own system, right? So like the creation languages were once made by a whole bunch of shamans sitting around a campfire, you know, making vibrations and humming and seeing the interaction with the flame and creating and feeling that vibration throughout the whole entire area, right? And creating language through that. It's crazy stuff, but I hope this leaves you guys with some keys and helps you realize, like, damn, we are powerful as fuck if we can learn how to use it. So to leave you guys with, listen to more clear and beautiful music. Be aware of how you're pronouncing, how you're speaking, the life and energy you're putting forth, and be aware of the words you damn speak, right? Do not give birth to language. Do not give birth to a word that is spoken from if you speak with your heart, if you speak with like the deepest like meaning that you truly feel, that is the most powerful word you could bring forth, right? Whatever you're truly feeling deep down, right? Spoken from the heart. If your heart is giving birth to lustful desires and darkness, right? Don't speak that forth, right? What you put into your mouth will not defile you, but what you bring forth will. Yahushua. So, just know the power you hold. Be aware of how you're pronouncing, the energy and emotion you put into it, and take away these keys of power. For calm and peace, I found Hakuna. Hakuna is very nice. To banish spirits around you, just like to clear the environment. Bahung. 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 Something like that. For max power, warrior, right? Ha! Ku! Ku! Ha! And ka. Those kinds of things. Like if you're striking someone or you need to activate, use those. And then the final one is like, I really like this Egyptian one. It just sounds good. And I like ha! Ku! Sa! That one. And imagine yourself striking with triple action with the spear. Boom, 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 right? And stabbing the serpent at your toe. Yeah, those are things I've been playing around with. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please comment anything you've discovered, and I will continue diving into here. I'm going to start doing some vocal lessons. And, man, unlocking those ancient keys. I've been getting into the hieroglyphs, ancient Hebrew, Phoenician language. Like, I was never interested in this shit until I realized we're damn magicians speaking for spells. Know your power. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out, my friends. If you enjoy my content, please think about supporting me on Patreon. It's for $1. It really helps me. And if you're new here, please subscribe. Reality Files is about literally unlocking the keys that will help you today and tomorrow and for the rest of your life as you discover your own power. Remember your heritage and experience a new way. Anyway, see you guys next time. God is knowledge. God is love. Peace.